What happened? What went wrong?
Well, I went off at some speed. It was the end of a hill climb, so when you go up a hill, obviously, which means when you get to the end of the hill, you are high up. So if you go off there, there's coming down to be done very quickly.
So it just got away from you, did it?
Yeah, so I went over the edge, and then it touched down a few times and it landed on its roof.
You said that you were very conscious of the fact that you were in the air, and you knew the longer you were in the air, the harder the bang was going to be.
That's the kind of sharp thinking, darling. That's why you married me. I'd worked that out. The more airtime I got, the harder the landing it must be. And sure enough, it was.
You got out of it before it burst into flames.
Well, that's something you mentioned, isn't it? I think I've probably spent more time upside down in cars than most people. So that genuinely probably is useful when you're in that situation for me to think, right, important that I...
But did you think I'd better get out of this really quickly?
Yeah, of course. Well, you do. I mean, I think, how many times, if you're running across a road and you twist an ankle and you sort of keep going and style it out, it's to get away from where it happened. It's what your brain tells you to do.
But you could hear flames. You could actually hear that.
Possibly. I have no distinct memory. I remember thinking, really, probably want to be somewhere else
out
now.
of this.
Yeah.
And that's, actually my first thing then was to call Mindy, because I knew that...
It's going to be...
Yeah, well, it was going to get picked up, wasn't it? So I thought, well...
Mindy, for you had a feeling, didn't you, that a bad feeling, that something was going to... Normally when he's away at work, you think, well, he's at work, I'll let him call me and just let the boys get on with it, really.
If you answer.
But this time you had this strange feeling.
Yeah, because I actually called Richard on the day before and just said, oh, is it going OK? Which I don't usually do.
Never does that.
Never, ever.
Ever.
And everything was, yeah, it's fine. And then the day of the accident, I called him and said, have you finished yet? Oh, and he said, yeah, I've just got to do a couple more goes. And then there was a phone call, and I've had a bit of a shunt. Yeah. But you
I
did
don't know,
call...
because you panicked that I'd bang my bonds again,
Yeah.
that's why.
Well,
So
that's
I
the
wanted...
big concern
Once I
from the
checked-
other accident, that it would have an impact on the
But
injury
no,
you'd already got.
I remember lying on the ground and I was just reciting things that I'd done that day to the crew who were by then with me, saying, oh, so hang on, we've been there, we've been doing that. I was just checking that everything was like running a systems check on what limited brain capacity I have. And once I'd done that, I wanted to call Min to say, don't be cross.
Well, you were out shopping, though, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you've got to stay quite calm.
Yeah, I did. Do you know, I did sort of go a bit funny, which I've never done before. I sort of
carried on shopping.
Yeah, I said to Izzy, my 16-year-old, we were coming to buy your shoes, so we're going to buy your shoes. We're going to go and buy your shoes. And she was thinking, she's gone nuts. But you just keeps doing something.
Carried on shopping.
Yeah.
Let's be quite clear, that's what they did. Oh, no, has he? Anyway, these are nice, look.
You just sort of have to keep doing something,
To get through it.
Yeah.
I mean, with him doing this, I mean, there are many dangerous jobs in the world, and yours... shouldn't really be what... No, I know what you're saying, but it still has a big risk element, I would say. So whenever he goes off and does this, and as the stunts get bigger and greater, do you worry about that? Is that something that you...
I can't think about it. I just think, oh, he's gone to work, that's it.
Is it harder to keep that at bay and not think about it each time you get those phone calls?
Occasionally. Occasionally. I mean, I think...
I probably haven't helped now, have I?
No, not really. I did say, 3 strikes, you're out. You've had 2 goes. You need,
Would you hold him to that?
Probably not.
And how are you? I mean, because you had to have surgery on your knee.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, so what happened was I think when the car touched down to the nose first, it drove that leg up there into the knee joint and it smashed the bottom bit of the knee here. But as a result of that, they told me afterwards I'd lost 7 millimetres of height in the knee.
No!
I know. I can't be sparing that. So what they've done is they have...
You aren't even?
No! No! Yes, I'm just going to be running in circles forever. No, they've put the bit back up inside the knee and then they put a plate down. That's my Swiss Army knee there, it's metal. Wow. And then some pins through there holding it all together. So in a few months it'll fix. And
Couldn't you ask them to sort of jack you up a little?
Well, yeah, but then I'd have been taller on that side and I'd have to do the other knee and it really hurts. So, no, but there's no walking on that for a few months and I've been told I can't go running for about a year or 18 months even.
Wow.
Which is bad, because Mindy will tell you, you used to throw the running shoes at me. Just get out and go for a run.
Oh, really? And what's he like as a patient?
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Are you... Is he driving you mad?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the summer holidays as well. It couldn't be.
2 teenage girls and a 9-year-old man. It's just horrible.
Are Jeremy and James sympathetic
They wept.
friends.
They wept. Apparently, neither of them have slept since.
Really?
And I get a lot of late-night phone calls and texts from both of them. Oh, Richard, I just woke up really worried about how you are. Yeah.
Really?
No. No, come on, we're closing it.
You must have frightened them a lot. Jeremy was first
Oh,
on
yeah,
the scene,
they saw
very
the
early
contract
on.
going off the hill, didn't they? That's going to be complicated. Think of the legal work. No, of course, we're closing it, but we have worked together for 125 years.
Something like that.
So it's bound to be.
And it hasn't put you off in any way? It hasn't made you sort of, in the back of your mind, slightly nervous about getting back
Well, I
behind the
might
wheel?
go a bit slowly next time I'm on a Swiss mountain.
Yes.
But that aside, now, because we've all looked over the edge and thought, ooh, I'd hate to go over.
And now you know what it feels like when you
It's
do.
horrible, I don't like it.
And when he
Maybe
goes
say that
back
again.
to work, and you get the 9-year-old out the house, how will you feel? What will you say to him that you don't normally say?
Don't do it again.
I won't do it again, dear.